asking why. Same two names on the marquee sign. Biggest week of the year, but it feels like a rewind. We seen this tape till the edges fade. Same old story with a fresh coat of paint. They call it history, but it feels like glue, sticking us down while we're passing through. Into somewhere weekly, we're shouting the truth. Hey, on the road to WrestleMania, singing nothing but the blues, Roman and Punk again. Yeah, it's deja vu. You don't need Cody's clues to know we got the WrestleMania blues. Oh yeah, you don't need Cody's clues to know we got the road to WrestleMania blues. Vegas lights on the poster board, but my heart's off lying on the floor. New year, same gear, same four dudes, fresh coat, same coat, just a different tune. Where's that feud that keeps you up late? Where's that match you mark on the date? We want sparks, not recycled news, but they're dealing old cards like there's something new. Into somewhere weekly, we're chanting the truth. Hey, on the road to WrestleMania, singing nothing but the blues, Roman and Punk again. Yeah, it's deja vu. You don't need Cody's clues to know we've got the WrestleMania blues. Oh, you don't need Cody's clues to know we've got the road to WrestleMania blues. Jake's laughing through the let down, Cody's cracking one more joke. Chat's asking, is it worth it, or are we watching mirrors and smoke? But we'll be live every weekend till the card feels brand new. 'Cause if they won't build it bigger, we'll build the hype right here with you. Yeah! Into somewhere weekly, we're singing for you. Hey, on the road to WrestleMania, shaking off these blues, Roman and Punk again. We've paid those dues. You don't need Cody's clues to know we've got the WrestleMania blues. Into somewhere weekly, yeah, till they change the view. You don't need Cody's clues to know we've got the road to WrestleMania blues. Road to WrestleMania blues. Concept, will it say this?
Lights hit, car set, we live, say less. From the thumbnail straight to the stage lights, Jake breaking down every move in the playback. Cody got jokes for the botch in the same fight. Paul's frame, run that on the way back. 2 nights booked in the strip going wild. Chat going up every time that we dial. From the pre-show fits to the pyro in the sky. We rewind big swings, who slipped, who lied. Welcome to Into Somewhere, clicking, we already there. 2 hosts, 1 screen, that glare. To WrestleMania in the long form prayer. Night 1, night 2, we prepared. Pop big when the match gets rare. Vegas in the background air. In the somewhere we don't play fair. We rate gear, who dripped, who missed, who sold pain, who swung, who kissed the mat quick. Cody like, bro, that spot was insane. Jake breaking down how they fell, where they aim. From the main to the mid, we don't skip frames. Timeline full of those, what did I just say? Claims, chat spamming L. When the count looks soft and the shark kick out and the roof lift off. Welcome to Into Somewhere, clicking, we already there. 2 hosts, 1 screen, that glare. To WrestleMania in the long form prayer. Night 1, night 2, we prepared. Pop big when the match gets rare. Vegas in the background air. In the somewhere we don't play fair. From the cold open straight to the replays. We speak what we see, we don't delay. Every heel turn, every cheap save. Live in the chat long after that day. Welcome to Into Somewhere. Click and we already there. Two hosts, one screen that glare. WrestleMania in a long form prayer. Night one, night two, we prepared. Pop big when the match gets rare. Vegas in the background there. Into Somewhere, we still right here.
Raise your glass to a glitching stream. Chat on fire and a broken dream. Jake leans in with that crooked grin. Says, remember when you cried to 1,000 tuned in? Cody's staring at the floor, counting every line he swore you'd never cross, but you sprint right past the door. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere going nowhere fast. Every secret turn to cheap endeavor, every quiet moment dragged and laughed. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jake, you burn through trust like fuel into somewhere, into never, and we're all just watching you. You call it shoot, but it's just a knife, cutting names into the table of somebody else's life. You sell pain for a punchline hit, another friendship in the fire, and you're warming up with it. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere going nowhere fast. Every secret turn to cheap endeavor, every quiet promise smashed like glass. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jake, you wreck each bridge you use into somewhere, into never, and you joke like that's your truth. You talk too loud about what you were told in quiet. You are the crowd and the spark that starts the riot. Fast as a rocket, tearing through the sky. You light up for a second, then you vanish, leaving lies. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere we all see the crack. Every broken bond, your greatest treasure, every bit of trust you can't give back. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jake, you live and that's your curse, into somewhere, into never. May this be your final verse. Hey! Raise your glass to the crash and burn. Click and stream and never return. Yeah. Bright sign glow on the strip. Hotel room, stacked with scripts. Jake got stats on the screen, Cody with the deep cut memes. Hey, red dot on, thumbnails ready. Mic check, keep that camera steady. Day one card look wild already. Whole card heavy, whole chest sweaty. Press play, then we pause on the entrance. Break down, gear that long-term tension. Yo, they been planning this since last November. Cody pull receipts, got the date remembered. Crowd shots, Poros nearly lost my hearing. Jake called the turn while the champ's still cheering. Beat the eye contact, future interference. Into somewhere we predict appearance. Into somewhere, live from the chair. Two nights, one city in the desert air. From the pre-show jokes to the main event glare. We go deep, go wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those of appropriate ages, welcome to the Into Somewhere WrestleMania 42 Vegas Part 2 review. Now, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Red light on, we're rolling cold, open in a cheap desk chair. Jake's got notes stacked so high they're falling everywhere. 2 nights booked, whole strip buzzing like it's do or die. Chat going wild, where time stepping every high, every lie. Hit that play, let the countdown roll. We're in deep past the pretty promo. We're going into somewhere, past the pyro, past the glare. Every spear, every stare. We're going into somewhere. Call the kickouts, count the cost. Cheer the gods, boo the boss. From the couch to the air. We're going into somewhere. First bell hits, Punk walks out like time bent back in half. Reigns walks slow, gold on gold, that tribal photograph. We pause frame, did the tide just turn in a single glare? Jake leans in, tell me who's really king, who just wears the crown out there. Poured in coiled roads, painted dreams. We break down every hope in between. We're going into somewhere, past the pyro, past the glare. Every spear, every stare. We're going into somewhere. Call the kickouts, count the cost. Cheer the gods, boo the boss. From the couch to the air. We're going into somewhere. Two-night story in a thumbnail frame. Screens can't hold all the weight of these names. Vegas lights fade when the near falls hit. We're still here talking through every bit. We're going into somewhere, past the pyro, past the glare. Every spear, every stare. We're going into somewhere. Call the kickouts, count the cost. Cheer the gods, boo the boss. From the couch to the air. Yeah, with Jake, we're into
How the hell are we doing WrestleMania Night 2 Vegas Part 2 is in the books early. That's right. We blew that entire budget on Pyro. How the hell are we, chat? April 19th, 2026. Glad to have you here, Jake, a.k.a. Countdown Ended. And holy hell, this was a night. We'll say that much. They really tried to lead off on a better foot overall, but damn, this was a night. And as always, we're not alone. Hit that like button as we bring in the man, the myth, the legend himself. My hetero life mate.
Give me a hell yeah.
Cody O'Needy 316.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I thought tonight blew night one out of the water. So we had polar opposite nights. This was a really good show, and last night I thought was a really bad show. I'm glad they made up for it with night two. There's
I'm on an island
treats.
because I really liked night one, and I did not like night two. I am really disappointed with tonight.
You must be trolling.
No, really, because, I mean, the ending with Punk, and it just comes out of him being unable to be too exhausted to get the second spear, and wow.
I think Mr. Jake wants to be different from the crew in the majority, which is fine. I don't know if I believe you. I think you're trolling me a little bit.
No, never. No, this was a great night. All of it was great, except for the ending. I wasn't thrilled on how the match ended. It was an excellent match. Such a good match with just a bit of a lackluster way it ended. It just felt very anticlimactic. But no, I really did enjoy this
what do you
night
think
so
was
much better.
Anticlimactic about it? Like, do you think
just that you get the one spear he kicks out without even having to be pinned? Like he's there powering through it. He's on his knees still, and then he just hits him into another spear, and it's like, all right, I don't know. I was hoping it was more definitive than that, a little more.
Did you want interferences, or you don't think
I'm glad they get no interferences. No, like I said, I didn't want to see The Rock. I didn't want to see anybody. Just those two straight up. If Roman's gonna win, fine, but at least do it one-on-one. I'm baffled that Roman isn't disqualified anyways by hitting him in the head with the fucking ring stairs. I mean, they were being counted out, and then Punk made it back in for the, Roman made it back in for the count. Punk didn't want to retain that way. And then the rules got thrown out the window.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Paul, I want to ask, why was night one better? So Pat McAfee was there for weeks, and the receipt he got was being taken out by Randy Orton.
Yeah, but the punt, the way to end WrestleMania, what you left with night one, a legit kick to the face of Cody Rhodes that possibly broke his orbital socket and definitely fucked up his eye. Yeah, I mean, Cody, he was like, I want to go as real as possible and lay it in. I mean, look at the chair shot to prove it. Not that, all the way back in AEW land, he got destroyed. Really. I mean, that's what happened. He got the shit kicked out of him and his head kicked in, undashing Cody Rhodes' back, and so is concussed daddy. Gonna walk around the house going, "Mad McKinn," all squinty-eyed. Hey, Brandy. He's gonna be all fucked up. Doesn't remember his name.
If he was Randy Orton RKOing him.
Yeah, I said all the Pat stuff was stupid. I said the ending, what they closed out on, was
that was part of the ending there. Like, that was still not.
No, you're not separating. That was after the bell rang. Cody already retained. All that was done. The conclusion was Randy snapped and punted him in the head and brought back the final nail in the coffin that is 2009 heel Randy Orton.
With the punt. I still don't approve of Cody winning. You should have just ended with the punt.
Regardless, still, I'm just saying I like the conclusion of night one, but night two was overall so much better.
My only critiques are, again, like, some of the matches rushed and, like, all the fucking, like, 30-minute breaks in between. That's why I don't think the crowd has enough chance to get alive, because you're just in such a intermission period for every match. It's 3 hours and you only have an hour or less of wrestling. on WrestleMania. It's not good.
this is what we get now, and the main takeaway is that Brock Lesnar retired, but it shouldn't be. No, but it's what we get. It's what we've gotten for years now. It's not like this is a new thing. Let's have
they should have more matches.
WrestleMania
if every match is going to be
equally short, and people don't remember, they just kind of forget these things, out of sight, out of mind. So.
If every match is going to be like 5 to 7 minutes, then you need to add more matches.
I don't disagree with you, but they're on the very give you as little as possible and consider it to be grand scheme right now. So I'm not signing off on it. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just telling you it was to be expected. We knew especially after last night, I think anybody that had expectations for super long matches knew ahead of time not to be, you're going to be disappointed if you go in thinking it's going to be.
When you go buy a ticket and you get less than an hour of matches on WrestleMania, it's ridiculous.
But we knew this going into it. You knew going into WrestleMania that, hey, if I buy a ticket, I'm only going to see pretty much a sparse deal. They did this last year too, and they did it at 40. This isn't new for TK. They've been having 4 matches on every PLE. 2 chambers and 2 matches, 2 rumbles and 2 matches. They've consolidated everything down to 2 hours, 20 minutes.
I think this is the main event was 33 minutes. The tag team match with the triple threat match with Logan, Randy, and Kevin was 17:38.
Yeah,
the Bailey and Neo was 14:22.
Yeah,
LA Knight and AJ was. So I'm just saying the differences, and then Google was wrong. The Liv and Stephanie match was 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Then the 6-man tag match tonight was 7 minutes.
Yep.
Then Becky and AJ was 8 minutes. See the big difference in.
Yeah, no, night two gave us more. I don't dispute that. But Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar was 4 minutes and 45 seconds of pure perfectness. And one fall from grace after basically recovering from an F5. But that's all it needed to be. Everybody would have loved to have seen a knockdown, drag-out 30-minute affair, but that's not what we were getting. That's not what you get from Lesnar going back 10 WrestleManias ago when he took on Goldberg again. You don't get long matches from Lesnar. This is strictly a spectacle thing.
I think night 1 and night 2 this weekend showed that that WrestleMania should go back to one night.
Absolutely. I said that last night because if you have it all in one bubble, it's 7 to 8 hours of content. That's more impressive. Yeah. And that's what I'm telling you. You have to look at it that way. If it was one night, it would be a 7+ hour show, and that's good. But things that they did here were done right tonight, especially. Night 2 worked much better than night 1.
They worked. I just not a fan of night because everything felt. Tonight, not necessarily rushed, but besides maybe Trick and Sami, that's the only one I'll argue that kind of felt a little rushed. But night 2, they did a lot better, made it feel like WrestleMania.
Yeah, but also the things were built more with the feel of WrestleMania around them. Either the story, the match, or the spectacle called for WrestleMania. The spectacle of the Demon, the story of the main event, and the actual match of the opening match. So a lot of what happened here. I like night 2. But I did like night 1 as well. A lot of people disliked it, but in action, I thought it was cool looking. The broken, destroyed Vegas strip was a really cool thing.
You like the night 2 setting better?
Yeah, and the transition from night 1 to 2 tonight, where they morphed it all into the futuristic electric theme. It just
they started it with the night 1 look, but then I like the.
Yeah, with all the pyro and stuff. Yeah, awesome. And, people still talking about the one fan that was thrown out of WrestleMania yesterday, ejected from his seats. He was a paying customer, but this guy apparently, allegedly, but he's banned from every NFL stadium. So obviously he wasn't allowed to go to Allegiant Stadium, right? Rams. Oh. And he has snuck into or stayed at, after closing, multiple NFL stadiums and camped out for the night until security caught him, things like that. And then he's been prosecuted about it. It's been an issue. So they found him and they're like, hey, you got to leave. Sorry. You chose this. I don't know what you expected, but
I don't understand what these people do. Like these vlog these stupid things, acting like they're cool and it got viewers, so I'm entitled now. I should be able to do that shit without any consequences.
Yeah. And he announced that he was going to WrestleMania as well, besides the fact that they face ID you when you get in there. But still, that, and then the ESPN guy, everyone's like, oh, see, they're not even letting ESPN be in there because he gave them a C. It's like, no, it's not because he gave him a C. It's because he's been watching AEW for years while going, fuck WWE, and saying hellacious things about the roster while talking up AEW to get some clout off of their fans. So why would they support that? The guy has literally like acted like a troll the entire time and in photographs with Tony trying to incite WWE fans as a journalist for ESPN who works with WWE, knowing this. Like, come on, what do you expect? So it was good to see all the Hulk Hogan ads, right? Hulk Hogan. At least we got that. Yes, we are going to head into the open Discord in a minute as well. Get everybody's feed in.
Ads, so let me tell you this. So instead of JD, Rusev, and I think Dragon League getting entrances, you had a Hulk Hogan ad.
Yes. People
those Hulk Hogan ads again. Those links of those ads were longer than half the matches on WrestleMania. Let that sink in.
When it comes crashing down, Pasta Mania, yes, Coop, Pasta Mania will live forever. You know, people, we were talking, Jared and I were talking about that yesterday, like some shit wasn't insane. Anyone complaining about Danhausen and all the little people. I thought that was funny. Little people. Damn it, YouTube. So Michael Cole can say, but we have, okay, the little people. That's annoying. But that was hilarious. I wish they had pyro shooting out of his car, his Munster vehicle that was coming down to the ring. They missed an opportunity there, but I like the little poof of smoke distraction and Cena's like, and then he didn't disappear. The lights didn't go out. Like John was dying laughing. That the whole thing was comedic gold for me, for what I like for stupid. And the best part of all of it was what, 4 minutes? Right, including entrances. People
complained about it.
A lot of people. This is ridiculous. God. This is stupid. This is fun. People don't want to have fun. Apparently, that's not allowed, and especially with it wasn't even a match. It was just an impromptu thing. You know, Famous Davis, get him, and then he punched him right.
What were you all expecting? I think Danhausen was hinting at it all week. Saying he wants to meet the goat because
there's my sensor right.
He said the goat needs to meet the current goat.
Yeah, and then, he wanted to. We said yesterday he was going to be doing something with Cena. We said it repeatedly, and as soon as he was going to announce the attendance, we knew Danhausen would be there. And then you saw Danhausen's current feuding opponents, The Miz and Kit Wilson, Mr. Toxic. You know, Danhausen was absolutely, positively hilarious. He was perfect in his role. He was funny. He's a Fanhausen. He's gotten to WrestleMania Hausen. Like, all of it was great. I really liked it. No complaints with the Danhausen stuff. So I don't know if you have any other feedback with the Danhausen stuff, but
I just liked it overall. It was funny, comedic relief, and I was fine with it. I think everyone played their part well. I liked it.
Certainly. I mean, it was simple enough, right? And certainly easy.
I guess I got you in trouble in the middle of the night because I woke up this morning seeing that person crash out on you with historical stats on Liv Morgan.
Right. And every example, see what I mean? They were able to pull things out. Things. I showed it earlier on stream, but we talked about it on the kickoff show and a bit last night.
How do you know that much? That's a little scary.
They knew that all by hand. Like King of the Ring 2024, she did this. In 2025 at Raw, she did this. And in May, and then in June, it was this. And da-da-da.
Dude, I don't even remember any of her matches from last year. And I'm a fan of her. Is that bad that I don't remember?
I don't even remember that did she wrestle tonight or last night? New U.S. champ Trick Williams, no double turn, but Trick Williams coming out.
They were spotting random Monday Night Raw dates. Monday Night Raw in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She wrestled fucking King Kong Bundy in a fucking ladder on a fucking strip pole match, and then they started twerking and whatever. I don't know how they know all those details.
I don't know. I do not know. I'm baffled. It's And,
Okay,
by the way, I know we're on YouTube. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed.
You know,
We're
reported
about
my
to hit our
comment last
WrestleMania
night
goal, Cody.
on Twitter.
We're actually gonna let's tune into the $20 billion studio. Hold on. Let's go ahead. And,
Yeah, let's do it.
What happened to the $20 billion?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
See the number? It's right there. Boop.
There we go.
We are at
Wonderful.
26,974. We started this weekend at 24, just shy of. So we hit 24 on Friday. Incredible. And the number just keeps going up. We were at 19, 18, 17, so 16th. We finally
And
hit
big shout out
25
to
that
Jake.
night, but we
He
started
does all the
off
work.
at
Like
24.
if you see a lot of those shorts that you enjoy, Jake edits those. He's amazing with this stuff, and he deserves it.
But notice, sir, you and I go ahead and have worked very hard to manage to hit this. So thank you to everybody that's here. Hit the subscribe
here as a
button, hit the
bitch.
like button.
I'm not-
And equally, we're
I
both
just want to give you your
ready to
flowers.
complain.
They need to know the behind the scenes stuff. This is
Hey.
our little Unreal.
Exactly. But the secret is you just put in a bunch of dumb dedication and don't stop. That's all.
Oh, you know,
it's
they
to
reported
it.
my comment last night. Like a bunch of them, like was reported in the group last night. I got like
Really?
Yeah, because I said the comment didn't make sense, and like I got mass reported by them. So, like they DM'd me saying, "How the fuck?" She's like, "I'm like, bro, I'm not even trying to harp on this, but I got mass reported because they're mad.
Even
if you're a heel, even if you're trying to
that
troll,
stuff, and I just
even
ignore
if you're
it.
trying to troll, it just doesn't benefit anyone to say, yeah, my opponent was right. I can't beat anyone on my own. That's just fun.
You know,
that doesn't make,
they
that
don't
doesn't make
care.
sense.
You just gotta
It doesn't make sense.
bend the knee.
It doesn't make sense.
Whatever she says is perfect for that moment.
Jake.
And speaking of perfect,
You know what?
it was perfect.
I'm going to insult you right now. You know what? If I went to a boxing match, I can't win. I can't beat anyone at all. How about that? In your face, punk.
That was rude. All right. You going ahead and telling me that you couldn't beat me is disgusting.
And
Uncalled
Jake said
for.
it, and you know what? He was right all along. How about that? How do you like them apples? You like
Where's
apples?
The Booker T?
How do you
Why
like
is he
them
not- I hear him
apples?
in my head, but he's not. There we go.
Wave your hands from side to side, say.
I'm telling you, they hear the voices too, but they actually answer to them, and they think it's Liv, but it's not. Thank you, sir Josh. Hopefully, you and the family are doing well. Shout out to the Ultimate Mailman. And
Don't cry though, Jake. I said you were right all along. I can't win a boxing match.
I wasn't.
How
gonna
about
point
that?
It out. I wasn't going to point it out, but oh my god,
I
And you know
insulted
what?
you that then. Gotcha.
I know because one time I had a boxing match and it was against Coot, and it was supposed to be for charity, but he beat the shit out of me, put me in the hospital, and then never paid my medical bills or donated to charity. So
Oh,
he actually just bought a lot of
Remember-
White Castle with the money.
well, Jake, you know what? I'll do a gaming live stream and say, you know what? This is all going to Jake's hospital bills, and then I'm just gonna. No one can hear me, right?
No, you're fine. You're just
Then
gonna
I'll
keep
just,
it.
spend it on whatever the fuck I want to spend it on. Maybe go on a vacation,
Feels
Anyway,
like home.
unmute
Feels like
me
home
now.
already,
Yeah.
Cody. Feels like home. Speaking of something just as equally great was Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. They opened this show up great.
I like that.
They tried to call a bit of a hey, look over here thing because they had more tickets tonight. They had 55,000, 51,000
Obviously,
last
they
night.
inflate the numbers. I'm not going to complain, but that's what they do.
But 68,000 was last year, and 61,000 tickets were distributed, for night 2 of WrestleMania. So we'll see, but it certainly doesn't beat last year in Vegas. This was a great match.
Even the inflated numbers.
They had their aura farming, and they locked up a couple of times. Neither man gets the better of each other. Lesnar picks up Oba, drives him into the corner. Oba just was like, get off me. Loved it. So Lesnar tries to throw some clotheslines, and Oba Femi does not move. Man Mountain just is there. He goes to hit him and just nothing, just right into it. So Eventually, Lesnar rolls out. He's frustrated. He grabs the ring steps. He wants to throw him around. And they fight on the outside for a bit. And eventually, back in the ring, Lesnar hits him with some German suplexes, taking him to Suplex City, Cody. But
Bitch.
eventually, Oba basically just beats the shit out of him and beats him down in the corner. He goes to pick him up and slam him for a third time. Lesnar hits him with an F5. Oba doesn't quite entirely no-sell it. He gets slightly hurt, but not enough to get pinned, obviously, and that was incredible. And he chokeslams Lesnar, and then he hits him with the sit-out fall from grace, the power bomb. And not three, not two, just one. Like the dead man, just one tombstone. Oh,
that's all
my God. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
This is all it needed to be. I think it was a really good match. This was meant to be short. I think that's all.
I used to complain about the short matches with Lesnar, but him and Goldberg should have been. But really, when you go back and see car crash, that's what you want. High spectacle. Oh, the crowd. How long can you get the crowd to go for? You're not going to keep that momentum up and that energy up, so you got to get it done as a fever pitch.
He makes it look even better when he likes the person, and obviously he likes Oba, so he sold everything really well. I think I thought maybe Lesnar would win because I thought I wasn't expecting Lesnar to retire tonight.
No,
was that planned, or was that a shoot
I don't
thing?
know. It seemed like this was out of left field. This was random.
It was
feeling. So
he held up the X to Paul.
Paul goes to hug him after the match when he's already taking off his shoes. He cries a little bit, not weeping, but he's overly emotional. And then he's Oba Femi's out of there. He's celebrated and he gets his pyro, all of it. And Oba Femi's the next big thing, or whatever Michael Cole said. And then, like I said, Lesnar disrobes and everybody starts chanting, "Thank you." And then he shares the X symbol, the dreaded X, injury symbol from the refs. And then he hugs Heyman and they walk out, and he was extremely emotional. I mean, Undertaker did this before. 2017, he got us, remember? And then he was back the next year, so facing Cena. I think he could still, I don't think he's done yet. I think he's going to be talked out of retirement.
No, I was mixed back and forth. I thought it was a work. Then Lesnar started crying and holding up the X, so then I thought it was a shoot. Then they played it up throughout the night, so it makes me kind of feel like it's work. Then they're like, we'll hear more about this news on the post show. So it's like they're hyping it up a little more.
It could be this seemed unplanned. So maybe he just did it and they're like, oh shit. And he's like, I don't want to wait till Minnesota. I'm done now. I'm hurt. I'm tired, whatever it is. Or this was the plan and they're going to do something where Gunther was supposed to face him. That was the initial plan to retire
because that's
him.
what the favorite thing,
right?
Happened.
So now what does he say? Hey, tell him he's not retired until I retire him, kind of thing. But I would hate that because he put Oba Femi over in such a way. Oba Femi beat him into retirement, basically. He made Brock so unsure of himself, so insecure, so beaten. And it was more than speculation. It was a plan at one point for him and Lesnar to face, and then things got moved. So interesting to see how that played out. But I don't know. We got 3 more years of Taker after he left his stuff in the ring, but AJ stuck to it and others so far.
Maybe that's
we'll
the
see.
Is the Brock retirement shoot or a work?
We'll find out what people are thinking.
I was going to say ask about night 1 or night 2, but I think we all unanimously agree that night 2 was better. It seems everyone in this already seems to.
Is Brock actually retired? That's the question. So, or is it a work? Is he retired? Yes or no? You let us know in the poll. This was great, though. Then we had commercials while we had people entering. We're giving quick thoughts now. Then we'll get to the open Discord and go through it all longer. But Obviously, that's when Rusev, JD, and Dragon Lee made their non-televised entrances. And I didn't even see commercials. I didn't even see the Hogan commercial.
Oh, just to let you know, at 10:45, I had to go pick up my
Yeah.
sister from
All
work.
I saw was, all I saw was a sign that said WrestleMania, will be right back. And then it had a little thing at the bottom right that said ad 3:45, and it would count down from there. So they couldn't have showed me like they do the international audience?
Wait, it said that? Maybe I wasn't paying.
Yeah, I watched it on the computer on the ESPN website itself, so it didn't go to any of the commercials. It just went right to "We'll be right back," and didn't play any commercials, but it just played that "We'll be right back" music. So
That makes sense.
that would help Gunther. I know it wouldn't help Gunther anyways, so there's no reason to keep Lesnar going. I don't think he is, but like I said, it's more just speculation, but I think Lesnar's done. I think this was impromptu and just what happened, so.
Holding up the X makes me feel like it was...
Maybe that was a signal. Maybe it was just him being like, I'm done. I don't know, but... we'll
WWE gonna find him because I think they made it in Minnesota for him.
No. It's not even sure that was ever truly the plan. It was a lot of speculation and plans change all the time.
Maybe he wanted Oba to take him out. Maybe he wanted it to be Oba.
Maybe. Then we got Rey Mysterio coming out as Deadpool. That was pretty cool. Shoots up from out of the stage. We get the yogurt man himself having his yogurt overdose. Javon Evans.
He crashed your NXT stream one time.
Yes, he did. And he went ahead and walked under a ladder. So that was bad luck instantly. Then they went ahead.
He does a lot of crazy things.
They brought
Did you ever find him for
No.
crashing your NXT stream?
I tried, but he just doesn't have any money. Not yet. No one's buying his merch.
When he had his money, you'll find.
Yeah.
Find him, no?
Right? I will, but not yet. He's got to make that money. If only it was somebody like Penta, because Penta came out with that Mortal Kombat money. MK2, he's got the Shao Kahn helmet. But here's the problem. The helmet was too big for him. So as he's walking, the helmet keeps covering his eyes and sliding down. So he's like, got to keep adjusting it. And then he's walking and it's like, and then he's got to keep fixing it. And he's trying to do the Penta strut. And he's like, dun, 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 damn it. Dun, 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 damn it. Like it just kept falling into his face. And he's like trying to hold it. And it's like moving. And he keeps adjusting it. And I guess they didn't fit it beforehand, but it looked really cool. Mortal Kombat. And it was so hilarious that they just had this happen on AEW accidentally, where MJF comes out and one of the fans screams, Mortal Kombat, right when MJF makes his devil entrance. So to see them actually do the sponsored Mortal Kombat Shao Kahn entrance, especially when Shao Kahn just entered Pyro Wrestling Live to team with.
Really?
Yeah, Scorpion and Reptile and Sub-Zero. So make sure you check out Pyro Wrestling Live, our WWE 2K26 Created Universe Madness. I thought Penta was going to retain. I said I hoped Javon won. They had a chance to make a star here. This really could have been Javon's star-making moment. Instead, it was a entertaining IC ladder match. There was a lot of great spots.
For whatever reason, because Dominik was complaining about letting my dad get a chance at my IC title, my deadbeat dad. So I thought Ray was going to win it, which would piss off Dominik even more. Now my dad has my championship. Boy, was I wrong. I thought, if not that, I would have wanted to see Javon win, but I guess I'm happy for Penta.
Yeah. I didn't hate the reimagining of Mortal Kombat. See, the first movie was setting up a lot of what the sequel was going to be, I felt like. One, the Scorpion lore was interesting. I like Sub-Zero being this menacing serial killer type force. And there was like some not so great stuff with it. Obviously, all the stuff with Cole being like his own insert hero and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, overall, it was pretty good. And I love, obviously, the 90s one. That's still classic to this day. I remember, you know, they had to add that reptile fight to the original one because they said there wasn't enough fighting to the movie. And that's probably one of the best fights. So, Zebros. Penta retains, though. We'll go through this with the fine-tooth comb eventually. But yeah, Penta retains, and it was as we called. He hits an amusing Mexican destroyer on Javon Evans. And then he climbs up the ladder and pulls down the belt. That was it. It was a spot fest, as it should be. These things should be. What does anybody want? Like, it was good. It was really good. But it wasn't super memorable as far as like spectacular. You're not going to think back to, oh my God, that spot. When I can barely remember really any moments in the match.
An all-time ladder match.
It has really good moments, but like even when Javon does the OG cutter to Rusev has to like jump off his ladder to meet him. So even that looks a little like.
I called that out in the group chat. Why did Rusev have to fly off the ladder to go?
Yeah, exactly. So somebody should have thrown him or whatever. They could have figured it out, but. Here's, you know, with issues like you didn't see Jeff Hardy do that when he got speared, you know, and squashed in half. He just took it.
No,
that's why it's memorable. You know, did they live up to expectations? Highly, but is it going to be remembered past today? No,
I don't think so.
That's a little bit of my issue.
It had the potential again, like I said. Like I thought this could have been an all-timer ladder match, but
yeah,
it wasn't.
I was hoping it would have been.
It was a good ladder match. It was a really good ladder match, but I think they have the potential to be more memorable than this.
Yeah, Rusev almost got his neck snapped a couple of times when Ray jumped him through the ladder. That was nuts. There was some crazy.
Did you like
spots.
Rusev in this match? Did he fit in this match with all the small guys? Or
yeah, he was supposed to be the strong man to do the other spots with, and that's exactly what he did. So he did his role well. Yeah, absolutely. Sami Zayn, Trick Williams.
Last thing I'll harp on, but we need to do better with this in ladder matches, stuff like that. You need to like stop throwing yourself into the move. You have to make it look more like you're actually getting your ass kicked there, because sometimes when you
they
throw yourself into the move, it just ruins it for me. I hate it.
But you can say the same thing with AEW. Look at Kenny Omega in the corner waiting to take a destroyer.
They do that way too much.
It's just a thing in wrestling nowadays where they bunch up like quail for the dives or the.
And I think that's why a lot of old timers hate the newer guys because of it.
It lacks that believability and a lot of the storytelling, and that was one of the things that Brody Lee Jr. actually was doing really well with the storytelling aspect. So. We'll see how he does the older he gets. Hopefully, you know, it's not a Nick Wayne, but Sami and Trick. This was not disappointing, but not great.
See, this is the match I said that felt rushed.
It didn't feel rushed. It just felt like it never got to any next level. Yeah. And
I think they had more potential because Sami Zayn's an amazing in-ring wrestler. So is Trick. I think they had an amazing.
Yeah, Trick is so over. Everybody's that Trick. They're just chanting, and he's got a 300-foot mink coat, and it's a hell of an entrance. I thought it was going to be even grander, like, you know, fireworks and a flyover from jets or something. They could have done even more, but still, it was cool. And I liked the extra long mink coat. That was one of the first things he bought with his money. I was waiting for more. This was not Sami Zayn versus Nakamura in NXT, and this was not Trick versus Carmelo in NXT either. This was very bare bones, and Little Yachty paid more into the match than he probably should have. I'm not disliking him in wrestling. I'm not a fan of his music, but he's working well in the managerial role. So I don't hate it, but I'm hoping he turns on him, and I was hoping we did get that double turn face trick celebration. I mean, he was celebrating with his parents. He had his parents there. How is the guy not a good guy? I just want more with Trick. It was satisfying to see him win. That's honestly how I felt, Cody. It just didn't have the amazing match moment to make it feel like even that was going to be the final 3 count. Basically, Sami hits the exploder suplex. He did hit a brainbuster on the apron, which was nuts, but Sami goes for the haluva kick, I believe, at that moment, and that's when he catches him with the last trick shot and pins him, I'm pretty sure. And that was the 1, 2, 3. Not disappointing in the sense of, like, it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't good because it didn't ever really get into the next gear off the ground. They had some cool moments, you know, the brain buster, but like you said, it was constantly moving. They didn't sell much. They didn't, you know, take their time. They were always into the next spot, and they only had 7 minutes. So it was noticeably short, especially being the third match when the other 2 matches, you know, besides the ladder match, the opening was 4 minutes. Now this is 7 minutes. We're like, are we getting a repeat of night 1 or not? So, and then my good man Cody, we had the Demon Finn Balor in a announced today street fight against Dirty Dom. Dom actually looking scared and apprehensive and almost like apologetic in a way that he even had to be involved in this match. He was like, fuck. I like that bit of storytelling from Dom.
I have a question. I think my Wi-Fi is shitting the bed, but I don't think you could hear me during that Sami and Trick stuff. I was asking, like, do you think that Sami should have attacked Trick in front of his family when he was hugging his parents and stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was with his parents. He that was the ultimate good guy thing. They should have done something
about that.
there. No, I just figured you were occupied or something. So,
no, but my Wi-Fi was shit in the bed. I could hear you, like, but then your face froze.
Yeah, you've been robotic tonight.
I could still hear it, so I don't know what happened.
You've been robotic.
I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi.
At times, there's something.
Am I still robotic?
Wi-Fi. No, you're all right now, but at least I can hear you. Yeah, I don't know what they felt like they couldn't pull the trigger with anything afterwards. I mean, let Sami beat the hell out of him in front of his parents, or going slap his dad, and then he snaps, and his mom, you know, slaps him while Trick holds him, or something. They could have done something, and instead it was like, hey, hug mom and dad and cut. Yep.
Wait. Basically, to sum it up, yep.
And we had the Demon take
I thought that match would have been better. But this match I liked. But I think this match, again, like, I'm not going to say rush. This one I take back on saying rush. I think they could have been given just a little bit more time.
Yeah, I mean, another 4 minutes maybe would have helped, but it wouldn't have done that much. I feel like they got to everything they were going to.
I thought when they turned it into a street fight, the Judgment Day was going to interfere.
That's actually when I thought they weren't anymore, because they only seem to interfere when they shouldn't, not when they should. You know what I mean? Not when it's legal and they should be there to help.
When it makes sense, when all of them could legally just be out there, just make it a 5-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah, no, that they don't do, but they're there for Liv's match.
Yep.
When they shouldn't be.
So Dom should confront that, right? So all of you were out there for her, but not me.
Like Roman with stairs, Dom gets no help.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Demon was relentless with the drop kicks. Yeah, drop kicks and sling blades and just constantly kicking his ass.
He should say, you guys know I can't win unless it's with help. That's what Finn said.
So where was his help?
Right.
He got hit with the
That's what he'll say nowadays.
Table.
Remember.
There was some a great 619 with a chair to the face. That was really cool. That was leaning on the ropes. And a great follow up with that with the frog rope, the frog splash from the top rope. I'm not overtired. The Slim Jim table that Dom was trying to set up basically fell over, and the fans were just like laughing at him relentlessly. That made me chuckle, honestly. Probably a bit too much, but you saw one guy in like towards the front middle just losing his shit every time Dom set up the table and it collapsed. He was like, like sniveling, but still, the demon finished him off hard with his feet through the table. Allergies, but yeah, it was great. Demon's back. He looked fierce. It was around 13-ish minutes and was a fun match. I thought it was really solid, really effective, and great revenge from Finn Balor. That's what you need to happen.
I agree. I think I just don't agree with the demon. I don't think the demon was needed with this, but that's nitpicking.
It's WrestleMania.
That's
they were trying to
literally
make
nitpicking.
more of it. That's the spectacle thing. That's the let's go viral. I loved his entrance so much.
The entrance was amazing though. So
detail.
I do like the entrance. The entrance was beautiful.
Every time he did the and he had his arms out to the crowd, the LED boards behind him would turn white, but the ghosts would put their hands on it, and like you could see their handprints slide down, and the color would change. All of it, like just a little but only for that part would the color change from red to white. All the streamers got stuck in the spikes on his head, and he was just walking around with them. I don't know why he didn't impale Dom with the big, sharp, sticky spike staff that he had. He should have just right through his center and skewered him. That would have worked. Excellent. But all in all, this was a very, very, very fun match. Dom having a great entrance as well with all the other Mysterios behind him with the flags and stuff. He comes out riding to the ring.
I think people might hate it. I don't mind saying this, but I think Finn had one of the better WrestleMania entrances.
Yeah. Really,
I just did. Like people might say that's crazy, but I liked Finn's entrance a lot. So maybe that makes up for the Demon not making sense for the story. But I do like Demon Balor, and I'm glad Demon Balor finally got a win.
I get it though. He was betrayed by Dom. Dom, he had supported him for many years now, upwards almost 4 years since 2022, right? And all this shit.
That hurt me so much that the demon's gonna come out of me.
But think about it.
I get it.
That you've been betrayed by someone that you were kind of like a father figure / older brother, whatever you want to call it, figure to, and he's been under Balor's tutelage for years now, and he's been taking care of him and making sure that he remained champion and whatever else in Judgment Day and yada yada yada. So he felt rejected by the group, by Dom, because he got kicked out of Judgment Day, not just him and Dom being done. So yeah, he's heartbroken. He's angry. He wants revenge. He wants to kill. He needs to release the fucking anger inside, and that's by bringing out the demon, a snarling, sniveling, foot-loving monster, and it worked. I thought it was great. Great entrance, like you said, probably the best, one of the best for the 2 nights. Funny enough, when I made the edit for the You Are My Bitch stuff and all of that, Jade had a fire tornado for their background. I had just thought of it at random. I'm like, oh, let's have that be what surrounds them, and it'll just be a cool thing for the edit. And then tonight, Jade comes out, and that's exactly what happened. So the two of them end up going ahead and having this back and forth. And it was pretty cool to see, that it wants me to pay for a codec. What? Thanks, thing.
Oh.
Loud. But yeah, I laugh because they had her fire tornado entrance, but just with the concussive bang for Jade, that was it. Rhea, she had this great entrance as well, coming out of the insane asylum. That was really, really cool to see. There we go. That's loud as hell. Why is that so loud? My goodness. Sorry. It apparently hates me, but I was trying to find the effect thing, but Apparently, I don't have the file anymore. I just have Jade's butt. That was it. Just Jade's butt. Still, funny that they had the fire entrance. I really, really liked the Insane Asylum escapee gear that Rhea had, all in white. I liked the look. And some felt she always needs to be in all black. I disagreed. So, Meechin, BFAB, everybody got involved, and Jade still couldn't do it. She couldn't stop Rhea. This was exactly as long as it needed to be. Jade goes
Why
for
does my
Jaded.
Wi-Fi want to fucking crap tonight out of all nights?
Rhea
God
goes
damn it.
ahead and slips between her legs for the final time and then hits the Riptide, gets to 3 count, a 10-minute or so match, and it was the perfect length. Jade even whipping out some new moves through this. Hey, I picked
This
Rhea
match
to
was
win.
actually quite decent. I like this match.
Yeah, it was really good. Wasn't revolutionary,
Hot
but it
take.
was a Mania
Let fans cover your
caliber
ears.
match.
I like this match better than Liv and Steph.
Yeah. Oh, much better.
What do you think, though?
Not just because of the length, but the story in the match was much better. The quality of the match and how it all turned out. Yeah.
The moment of Liv winning was better. The moment-wise, like Liv getting her
I was
being
happy
the
she
bride
won,
finally.
yeah, but
Like that
no
was
longer the bridesmaid.
Rhea and Jade put on a better match.
Yeah.
Like the feud of Liv and Stephanie was better, but the better match was Rhea and Jade.
Yeah. And I thought this would be the more
We're gonna get
foregone
canceled
conclusion
again.
of conclusions. Not me.
Them
I don't
still
give
live,
two
babies.
shits. They can cancel you all they want. They ain't silencing me because I'm not posting on Twitter, but we're there live now, so make sure you retweet that. We talked about The Miz coming out to interrupt Cena, wanting his moment with Kit Wilson in tow. They had the little Danhausens, the little people, not the
what?
All right, the little people. We can't say it again still because of YouTube, but WrestleMania Hausen, he finally made it, huh? Danhausen had this great little segment, and he did the 5-knuckle shuffle Hausen. They carried Miz halfway up the ramp because that's a long ramp, 1. And then 2, as well as it being an infinitely long ramp, it is it's a heavy job to carry the Miz. And then Pyro went off and Danhausen tried to use it as a distraction to hide, but it didn't work and Cena died laughing. It was fun. I like Danhausen not disappearing and then they didn't turn the lights off. Like, that was even better. I like the slapstick comedy, but he's very good with his timing, his effectiveness, and he had so many fans there. What a turnaround from his debut, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
You were one of the ones that wasn't
think
thrilled, and people booed him in Chicago, and now he's getting. I mean, there were so many people there wearing his hat, his shirt. So many people there with that Danhausen face paint. Yeah, it's hard not to be. He's just entertaining.
Mets in Brian Gortz or whatever. Like, get his faces on trucks or whatever he wants, please. Now it's 11 games. Last week we made a joke saying Mets will still be at 7 wins because the week prior they were at 7 wins, and I don't know how this is turning into a Mets rant, but guess what? Newsflash, it's almost Monday and they're still at 7 wins.
Yeah, and they got. They lost to the Cubs yesterday. Tonight, it didn't.
I blame Isaiah.
And then they've got the Twins
steroid up the players
on Tuesday, so we'll see how that plays out. But they even had him uncurse the Jets.
Mendoza.
And he said, "I'm tired of uncursing sports teams, basically, and you guys are using me, so fuck off." I thought it was hilarious, Hausen, as well. I agree with Nate. And if it wasn't for the Jericho shit, he would have gotten booed. Exactly. He might have cursed the Jets, too, so.
Oh, yeah, so just last thing on the Mets here. Mets need to fire their manager, Carlos Mendoza, because I'm sick and tired of this whole losing shit. And this is the same thing we saw last year. I'm Cody, and if you're new here, I'm going to go on random Mets rants. You're going
to get interrupted because our support's coming in from Paul.
Thanks for having me on yesterday and today, bro.
Thank you so much for being on, and we're going to head over in a minute. Cody's going to take off soon anyways to the open Discord. I want to know your ratings in the chat as well. Share your thoughts with us, please. And yeah, Roman had a typical Roman WrestleMania entrance. You know, they showed Peter Maivia, Alpha Sika, Yokozuna, all, you know, and the they have the lady doing the chanting and the big, it's a big, you know, triumphant orchestra playing his theme. And they went back to the old theme mix that he had at one point. I prefer it anyways. It was good, but it was just very Roman. And then Punk. He does the AFI, you know, Miseria Canter, nothing from no one. I love it. He's got the tribute to so many people on this jacket, Larry the dog, and to, you know, 4 different names, 3 on his shirt that were different employees and people he's playing tribute to, and I guess a bandmate that he was fond of. He comes out to silence, walks up to the normal spot, takes it in. Fans are chanting both ways for Roman and him. It's almost split. He yells, it's clobbering time, and they chant it with him, and then Cult of Personality kicks in. And it was fucking epic. Oh, they had Umaga on there, too. Umenga! CM Punk and Roman Reigns had a really damn good 34-minute match. All the way up until they both get to their feet. You get the spear. Both men were not, you know, on the mat anymore because Roman then, you know, you see Punk get up. Roman runs the ropes. He gets the final spear, and that was it. 1, 2, 3. He's our champion.
A little anticlimactic. Okay, I could see where what you're saying. Maybe I was just like
the conclusion.
Just
was
excited because you know me. You know how I hate overbooking sometimes. You know.
I was happy they didn't have any extra shit added in every Mania for many years now in a row. Many. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure 38 with Lesnar had shit too, but 39 definitely. 40 definitely.
Well, that
41 definitely.
Roman 38 match was, if you want to talk about anticlimactic, that match was
with Lesnar, right? At 38, right, and then 37 was the one with
Edge and Bryan.
Yeah, so yay! This was an outstanding main
event. I can see what you're saying. Maybe I was just excited how good the match was. I was forgetting that.
Basically,
I can see what you mean now. Yeah.
If he didn't collapse, and that's the story I imagine they're going to focus on. Is Punk too old? Is he? You know, he's had the title this whole time. Did all this?
It seems like too old because you're too old. You collapsed and you couldn't win the big one.
Even though he's really not. But hey, I mean,
rumors say that they're going to do a one night next year. People are saying for Mania since it's Saudi. They're going to do.
I don't know, but that would be preferable. I mean, you think about it. They gave us it's from 6 o'clock to 9:35 or whatever it was. So you got 3 hours, 40 minutes tonight, 4 hours or so last night. You're looking at over, you know, roughly close to 8 hours of content.
Yeah.
That's not bad for one night straight. You're like, all right, this is long now, but I miss that just for Mania. It should be one night just for WrestleMania. Everything else you can split up or go back to the 4-card bullshit that TKO is doing, but Mania should be one night and very long and filled. It's incredible to see this other poll that they have up right now because 46% of people are saying that tonight was an A. Last night got a D. Tonight having an A. 35% say B. 6% say F. Awful. The rest is 12%
tonight
C and 2% D. So.
Before I get out of here, tonight I give a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5, you're right there with Paul. I'm not quite sure where I'm at yet, but you know, that lot to consider. And
I'll try to join back if in the open Discord, but
yes, indeed, sir.
I'll see if I have enough time.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it greatly.
Good rest of the show. Thank you. for having me on, as always.
Thank you, Mr. Oniti 316. Check out all of his information in the description box down below. And as we head over to the open Discord, folks, we've got people in attendance there. Liz and Stuart are here. And while we're heading into there, everybody go ahead and make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as well. It helps us out a ton, and I appreciate it greatly. So, what a night. Stuart? No, Liz. I mean, just a fun night. Much more entertaining.
Yeah.
I thought it
totally.
was just until Roman won, then the wind was taken out of my
until
sails.
Roman won, I was like, oh, fuck off.
I don't want to see Roman as champ. It doesn't interest me, but...
You know, it's kind of funny. During the post-show, Oba called out Roman.
Now, if that's the reason that they had Punk lose, and it was just to have Oba Femi kill Roman Reigns after killing Brock Lesnar, Cody would be happy with that too, because he wanted Oba to get a big title shot.
Roman was on the post show, and Roman said before they ended the post show, he says, "I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Raw," and he says, "You better make room because you're going to see me all summer." And I'm like, "Huh? You're going to be here all summer?"
If he's here, great, because it's not that easy breaking into Hollywood, huh, Roman? He needs to be
either that
here.
or Cody's gonna be out for a while. So
Cody is hurt, and that's legit. His eye is fucked. Whether that was intentional or not, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Stuart, what are you thinking from night two?
There's a video of Randy checking on him after he did the punt after the showing off the air. So
I don't think he meant to kick him, so like intentionally, like that bad. But so
night two, eh? I'll start off with you'll know what I'm talking about for one particular match. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, 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 yeah, right.
Oi, oi, oi.
Indeed, to have Rhea win yet again. Spectacular.
Yeah, this was a really good night. Far better than last night. I'm probably going to rate it around 7.5. The main match was incredible, and agree apart from the result, the winner.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by Brock retiring in the middle of the ring, although, like you said before, Jake, it could be a swerve that Gunther's going to coach him out of retirement.
The poll right now is saying 64% think Brock is retired for good. I mean, we'll see what comes of it. I'm thinking he is retired, and that's it, because they would have likely wanted to save it for Minnesota. It seemed like he was like, no, I'm done. But
I thought that's what they were going for, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the ladder match. The Trick Williams Zayn match should have gone a bit. There should have been more to it. Yachty was fucking annoying. What other matches were there? Yeah. Well, I'm missing something. What other matches were there?
Tonight.
Finn. Finn. I actually thought that Dom's entrance was incredible. I loved Dom's entrance in the.
That was damn good as well.
Throne that he was on.
Was pretty good. The demon entrance to me was amazing. I was just like, hell yeah, let's go. That's good. Let's go.
I'd love to see it. I missed it.
Match.
There's our night one graphic.
The back and forth with Punk and Roman was really good.
Yeah. All the selling, the story work, Roman needing to cheat. And then I know he went after the ref, like, I'll fuck you up. But still, it should have just been no DQ from the start.
They should have made that a daggum street fight. Jesus.
I mean, because then Punk distracts the ref expertly with the wrist tape and throws it on the mat.
Yeah.
And when he's removing it, that's when he hits the low blow. And I'm like, why distract the ref? What does it matter? You're bleeding from the head from a stair shot. So
it's kind of funny. It's like, you could have had the Punk and Roman have some kind of stipulation, considering the fact they went through tables and all kinds of other craziness, and I'm just like, okay, why don't you just make this a street fight?
Exactly. Like, you did the street fight rules before, so I guess they didn't want a street fight again. since they had it with
A
Dom.
street
But
fight that's not even on the
The thing
street.
is, the street fight got added to the Dom and Finn Balor during the pre-show. I'm like, huh? When was this a street fight?
yeah, for the kickoff, they're like, yep, this is a fight of all fights now. That's what we're having. You guys are going to have a street fight. Yeah.
They talked to
And I'm
Dominik
like-
on the post show. They talked to Dominik on the post show. And he was just like, I was supposed to wrestle in a street fight. I was supposed to wrestle the Demon. I was supposed to wrestle Finn Balor. And he was not happy. He was pissed off. And then,
Yeah.
and then they asked him about Rhea winning the world title. And he's like, he just walked off.
He just kept getting screwed over bit by bit, little by little, funny enough. So
The street fight should have been in the car park of the Bellagio or something.
right?
Yeah.
Do something a little different.
The trick and Sami match could have gone a little longer.
Could
I
have.
don't know. There's just
Quite a
I
few
was
of them could
waiting
have
for a
gone
ref
longer.
bump.
So.
I was like, where's the ref bump? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I was waiting to see it, but surprisingly not what happened.
No,
so.
instead I was waiting for Sami to like haluva kick the referee or some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah, I was waiting for it, but not what we got. And we're going to get interrupted because, let's see, we got another member being selected. Drum roll, please. It is being gifted by yours truly. And who gets it? Go Hogs for Life has just become a member and joined the Banana Club. So there you go. Go Hogs for Life. Thank you for watching and subscribing. And there you go, a gift membership for you. Thank you to everybody that has chatted, supported, super chatted, hit the like button, and donated. I appreciate you all greatly. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, my rating has been kind of back and forth. But
they went into the crowd and then they went back out
yeah,
of the crowd. I was kind of like, are they actually going to go through the crowd? That's what I thought. So
with all there's a lot of good on this show, and we're gonna preview a little bit of Raw After Mania stuff too. Give us some thoughts, but for this night,
dang, Conman subathon still going. Jesus,
still going strong. So check that out earlier. He was still
16 hours
at
on the clock. He's got 16 hours on the clock. So
we'll see if that winds up still. I'm sure it will. But Lesnar and Oba Femi was perfect. That was a great open to tonight. Loved every bit of it from start to finish. Then the ladder match was really entertaining, even with a bit of a predictable finish. I really thought Penta would retain. Trick won, very obvious. But
for a moment there, I thought JD was going to get the damn title or Rusev. I was like, oh, please no.
Right? That would have killed the audience.
But early in that ladder match, I think it was who was it? Was it Dragon Lee or something? Grabbed the ladder, and I thought it was Penta that grabbed the other side. It was fucking Rey Mysterio, and I thought, oh, hang on. Why these two look exactly alike? They're like almost dressed in the same ring gear.
Yeah. And then Dragon Lee had some red on too, so it was really
they had
confusing with the aerial
all
shots.
Three of them had some kind of red on, and I was kind of like going, "Wait a second, huh?"
Mm-hmm. So the ladder match, good. Sami could have won and retained if they did the double term. Not what happened. Trick wins. Excellent moment. Rhea. Oi, oi, oi. Love to see it. The Demon, incredible entrance, great match, really vengeful,
I'll tell you
exciting.
right now, the Punk and Rowan match, according to what I'm seeing here online, it went over 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was 33 minutes, I think 50-something seconds, so 34 just about. And all in all, I was very happy with it. No, I'm not happy that Roman won, but if he's going to be around more and defend it, fuck yeah, we'll see what comes of it. I could give this night an 8.5, realistically. Yeah. I gave last night a 6.5. Yeah. Tonight being so much better. Yeah. 6.5 for last night, 8.5 for tonight feels right. I think at some point in time soon, we're going to see. So Becky's going to have an open challenge or something along those lines and have a challenger presented to her, maybe by Aldis, and it's going to be Jessica Carr. And she's not going to know that Jessica can wrestle, in storyline. And it's going to be a damn good back and forth. I don't know if I don't think she'll wrestle under a mask anymore, but I think that was just for Evolve. Still, I think she's one of the ones that we see. Another one that I'm kind of guessing we're going to see is JC Jane, Fatal Influence. I think they're on the way up, it seems like, very soon. They were pretty much done with JC after losing this past week on Revenge. She lost her rematch, and said and done to Lola Vice. Joe Hendry has his final match this week, and he's supposed to be going up to SmackDown. I'm not sure who else we see being called up or moved around maybe, but I'm looking to see what they announce for Raw, you know?
Sol Ruka, maybe?
Yeah, that would be great. She was out talking, saying the only thing she has left to do is face Zarya, because she wasn't coming out there to challenge the women's champion. She was just coming out there to attack Zarya, so... Ricky Saints is definitely overdue.
Yeah.
That is one. Ethan Page as well. For the 420 episode of Raw, live from Vegas on Netflix, they have Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk are scheduled to appear. There's no matches set. It says AJ Lee challenged Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins and Gunther continue their intense rivalry. That's what it says. A promised confrontation following their previous chaotic brawl. According to WWE, Brock Lesnar will see Oba Femi off somehow. I don't know if that's going to be the case anymore, that he retired, but this is actually on like a Netflix.com, and it says Raw preview this week, April 20th, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and WrestleMania 42 Fallout. Raw April 20th card. No matches have yet been announced, but Roman, Punk, Oba Femi, and Lesnar will appear. And Rhea, Penta, Logan Paul, Stephanie Vakakakul. And that's it. So that's all we know for Raw as of right now. But Netflix.com had this.
Cody won't be on
preview.
Raw. He'll still be hurt.
Yeah, I don't see Cody showing up, obviously. So I don't even see him anywhere on here. I see Roman, CM Punk, Oba Femi, Lesnar, Rhea, Penta, Logan, Stephanie Vakakul. That's it. I don't see Cody mentioned anywhere. So surely he's not going to be cleared. That can't happen. He's worse for wear and beat up there. Poor guy.
What if we get Cody versus Punk?
Now we get it. And it's no longer for the title, right? Like, it doesn't need the title, but...
It doesn't... Well, I mean, Cody has a title. I mean, Punk could go after Cody's title.
That's true. That's true. I forget that. I keep thinking Randy has it because my mind is set on Randy giving the punt and then just holding up the belt, you know?
Yeah,
Consider
I know.
me stuck in the past there. But, yeah, there was a lot of good tonight. And I am... Punk is taking time off. I thought so. So it seems like maybe he is out for a while.
Apparently, Cody's going to be taking time off too.
Cody doesn't have a choice in the matter. Yeah, the ladder match. I mean, we didn't mention all the big spots, but the IC title belt had its notoriety defended, or it's like its weight presented. The guys really did try well. They set up the ladder bridge on the outside. You saw Penta suplex Javon into a ladder that was just leaning, and that was a hard land. Dragon Lee hit Rey Mysterio with a missile dropkick to take him off the ladder. That looked dangerous. Eventually, Dragon Lee got his Styles Clash.
On JD on the ladder.
Yep, that was great on the ladder bridge, the Canadian Destroyer to JD. And there's no way to take that because your head is either hitting a rung or going through the rungs, and then your shoulder is going in between. So you're fucked or fucked. The Spanish Fly that JD hit was great before that. Javon got the cutter on Rusev. A little silly for Rusev to jump off, but still insane.
I was like, fucking hell, bro.
And then Penta doing, like you said, the Mexican Destroyer and on Javon beforehand as well. So already did it to JD. He was just fucking great. By the way, I do want to say Kofi Kingston said that he has finally been vindicated after all these years. Everything that he had to deal with Lesnar. He said, avenged at long last. because he was beaten in what, 6 seconds by Lesnar? So, or 8 seconds, whatever it was.
Yeah, and Brock got beat in 5 minutes by Oba.
Oba Femi. So he was like avenged at long last, and people were like, "Shut up!" I'm like, "It's a funny storyline." Like, yeah, that's great. Of course you want to say this. That's fantastic. I get trolling, but that's why I said with the live stuff, it just felt sloppy. Yeah, a lot of great moments in the ladder match. Nothing exceptional that I'm going to look back on and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this happened." But all of it was expertly executed and exciting. Very well done. That's the thing. Like, in the moment, it was a great watch. I just don't think I'll go back and watch any of this again. Maybe one or two of the entrances at some point to be like, but there's no match. There's no, like, that's the sad part about WrestleManias recently. Like 40, I can go back and watch a couple of things. I really like the Rhea match.
40, I could go back and watch WrestleMania 40. Oh, especially Cody and Roman. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That.
I can't think of anything from night one that I'm like, oh, I need to relive this. Moments, yeah, but I don't want to watch the live match over again. No, that wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. I don't want to watch, the Cody and Randy match and the Pat stuff, and a lot of it was, if you didn't come in underwhelmed, you were underwhelmed. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Stuart, I did enjoy Sami Zayn and Trick. I just wanted to see something happen afterwards. I wanted to see Trick get attacked, his father get attacked, anything, right?
Yeah, that would have been a lot better than what we got. Yeah. It wasn't a bad match, though. I mean, all the matches tonight, there was nothing bad about any of them. The main match was great. I liked the ladder match. Rhea's match and Jade, they put on a better match than I thought they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far better. Competitive, too. Jade whipped out new moves. Yeah. She sold well. She took some damn good landings at points.
She didn't botch.
That's what, like, all of it. Io Sky comes out to get the save, and she books ass down that gigantically long ramp, and she jumps and almost loses her top trying to hit B-Fab and Michin. And then she's like saving the girls the whole time. And it just made, I'm like, then why wear that knowing you have to run? Everything she's doing this. So I'm like, if I was a female, I'm like, come on, think. Just like with Lyra, when she has like only the neck support one, and the neck keeps coming in class, like at the Rumble and stuff. Or you could be Charlotte and just not care that your boobs are out and they have to just keep going dark on the camera every time they cut to you. Yeah. See what happens when they all believe they're winning? Yeah. This was Io's WrestleMania moment. Last year, she was the champion, successfully defending in the match that should have been the true main event. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was fucking unbelievable. The crowd wanted Io. Yes, exactly, Cody Ray. They wanted Io there. They wanted her to be in the match, to be involved. I get you needed the title match, but Io should have done something. Why couldn't her and fucking Asuka faced off? Why? Yeah, they take so long for so much Asuka of it.
And Io tonight, instead of doing the instead of the Danhausen stuff, but whatever.
Why couldn't they have had Io and Rhea last night in a tag match against Michin and B-Fab? And whoever wins, they get to pick the stipulation for the match tonight. It's either Jade or Rhea that gets to pick the stipulation because they're fighting for Jade's behalf. You could have done. You're giving everybody 7-minute matches. You couldn't have done that. Something
you couldn't have got rid of. You couldn't have got rid of Danhausen and the midget Hausens. That stuff was incredibly funny.
Yeah, they didn't need to get rid of it. They could have just added to it. I mean, they ended, and I guess so. There is a NHL playoff game next door in the other stadium that's attached to
hockey.
Allegiant.
Nobody cares about hockey here in the United States.
Well, there's a 10:05 puck drop time, so they had to get everybody out by then to get the clusterfuck of the traffic, I
Oh,
guess, switched over before because
Jesus.
everybody
Well, that's
arrived
good.
while
Well,
everybody was
right.
already
That's true.
inside the arena for this. So now they're leaving while they're inside, and then vice versa. But they could
Oh
have added
God,
the
that's so
things.
dumb.
They had to be out by 10 though, so that was like, their contracted deal. Silly enough. That's WrestleMania
Yeah,
for
that's
you,
so.
but
See this. That I was wondering why they started at like 6 o'clock here, which is 3 o'clock over there. So I'm like, now I know why they started early.
yeah, I was like, oh, is Io gonna turn? Nope, it's 3 in the afternoon, and they're gonna hug it out. Like that was it. You're absolutely right, Liz, and I'm agreeing with the chat. I can see Rhea and Io having a rivalry. They could have a rivalry and not even turn on each other, right? They
Yeah.
could do a friendly thing and be like, I want to be the champion. I don't need to hate you. I just want the belt. Like, why do they always have to turn on each other? You don't have to turn them. It would be good, but maybe not right away. Maybe Io,
Yeah.
who has never been beaten by Rhea, now can't get it done. And then she does turn because now it makes her snap that she's finally, unable to beat Io and she lost her title and Rhea, there's stories there. There's so many stories. That would be.
And you could, and then instead of Io facing Oscar, you could have Kyrie facing Oscar.
See? Dun da 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 da. That's how
Well,
you
I've been saying all
think
this.
about it.
I've been saying for a while now that eventually Kyrie's going to turn. Kyrie's going to get fed up with Asuka, and they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, you would think. So I don't know. I'm underwhelmed with that certainly, but
Yeah, the whole thing with Io, you can't turn her heel because the way her popularity is insane right now. So,
you don't want to make her go nuts. She gets a bigger reaction at times, and I don't want to say The Rock, but like up there. Like when she came out tonight, they acted like The Rock was because they were like that place went banana sandwich. They lost their mind. The Banana Army was strong. They went nuts, justifiably so. That's star power. Io's a great wrestler, and even though she's not the best on the mic, she's believable in what she's saying, and she comes across with such a great connection to the audience and the fans that she's beloved anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I like her personality.
It's infectious.
I like
It
her
is.
personality. I mean, she's great with the audience. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
she can't speak English. Sure, her English is not the greatest, but
but she tries,
Better than
and
Stephanie
that's
Vakuku.
Mm-hmm. She's improved too.
Well, she tries.
Exactly. Stephanie tries too.
Yeah,
That's why the fans appreciate her. Julia was not exactly connecting, and it was like, her English was very poor. So you were like, all right, language barrier, yeah, but it just didn't show the same level of commitment. And then we had a really
the Danhausen thing. The Danhausen thing was
cute, silly, fun Danhausen stuff.
Great.
It was great.
That
it was
hilarious.
perfect. A lot of night 2 was exactly what it needed to be. The Oba and Brock was what it needed to be. The Punk and Roman match, even with the ending, like it was what it needed to be. There was no outside interference, no Pat McAfee, no Dwayne Johnson, nobody got involved. We didn't have to deal with it. We just got
no
a
loss.
finish.
Thank God. Oh Lordy, I was just waiting as when Punk and Roman were laying on the when they were both like laid out on the mat down there. I was like, please, for the love of God, nobody, please come out. Nobody come out.
Well, think about how many times WWE does not give you, or at least not what the fans want. So I'm shocked we got the Danhausen thing. I'm shocked that Oba Femi and Penta and Trick and Rhea and Finn won. Because tonight it was like, bam, bam, bam. Hey, this is what you guys want to see. And this is just what most people expected. None of the predictors have 100% record. So I'm going to have to see if any of the qualifiers take place.
Let's see what's on the Twitter world. Oh, boy. What's Roman talking about?
I'm scared to find out.
Here's what Roman actually said on the post show. He says, all that part-time crap, we're going to fix that. You're going to see me all summer.
Okay. I like that.
So
I'm not against it.
maybe Roman is not going to be the part-timer he used to be.
If that's the case, that's great. That's awesome. That's
Now,
exciting.
if Roman actually does not, if he like shows up and actually does something all summer, sure, that's okay, cool. So
yeah,
we'll
would
see.
be fantastic. That's what everybody wants, is him to show up. That's what I'm complaining about. Oh, you want us to acknowledge
yeah,
you?
he doesn't have any movies to do right now.
Yeah, you want us to acknowledge you, but yet you're never here. You disappear for months on end. You come back and you get inserted always in the main event area, and then what? You disappear again. So people get tired
he'll
of.
He'll be around because no, Street Fighter doesn't come out until October.
Yeah, so he's got time. So, but the 1,316-day title reign. How many days did he just not defend the titles? That was such a complaint for so long that he was just going months and months and months without ever defending those titles. So
exactly.
I don't know. It wasn't.
How many times on the post show tonight? I haven't seen it. How many times on the post shows Triple H said it's a new era?
Ooh.
Triple H wasn't even on the post show.
No,
wasn't he?
Wow.
No, he wasn't even on it.
Shocked he was not there. I figured he would have been.
But during Roman's talk, there was a fuck TKO chant going on in the crowd.
I see. They're ripping into him. At least they
and Roman
they got some balls
and he
left.
Was like, Roman turned around and he's like, "What were they saying?"
He knows what's up. At least he listens that much. But damn, no Triple H tonight. That's all right. They want to get the fans.
He got tired of the crowd. He got tired of the crowd. The crowd was doing the Oba thing, and Roman gets up and turns around, looks at them all, and he's just I was like,
Oba. Yeah, I don't blame him. Getting there.
I'd say one thing: you get Oba and Roman. I'm like,
Look at that! I said his name and he appeared. Trailbound back yet again. How incredible! I'm twice as lucky. Forget Joe Hendry.
Name and
We got
he
Trailbound.
appears. I believe in Joe.
Trailbound. Good to see you, bud. Hopefully you're doing great. Yeah, given this night an 8.5 in my personal estimation, 8.5 on feel. I really hope Roman is that full-blown heel finally, and that he accepts that role. He can't be a face with this. It doesn't work. It's not fun. It's not, because it's not believable. He's walking around, acknowledge me. I'm the god. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the one. I'm the needle mover. He said the same shit when he was a heel for 5 years. Nothing's changed. So make it work. I'm excited to see what they do with it, though. If he's going to be around, he's going to try, he's going to work on it, then awesome. I will be there to see how it turns out. But let's see if he recruits the MFTs, right? A new bloodline.
Oh, no, I don't want no more bloodline shit. No, I'm done with that.
A new bloodline. For a new...
Maybe he'll disappear for a while and be replaced by his doppelganger, Jason Momoa.
See? And we could do the whole, skinny fat thing, too, from the commercial. We can get skinny Jason, fat Jason, both as different iterations of Roman, depending how depressed he is. Just make him, just overstuff it. Just make Roman, a couple hundred extra pounds. I think it would be great. Have him carry that around and still be able to be champ. Meanwhile, he's actually on an island somewhere. Roman and Punk had a great match, great back and forth. You had the referee really get involved, and at one point in time, Rod is yelling at Punk, who's about to go for the elbow drop, and Roman ends up cutting him off and jumps up to the apron and catches him and whatnot. But And Punk almost spills to the outside, and Roman catches him and kind of like saves him a little bit and taps his leg. Funny. But Punk is already bleeding from the forehead. He's been hit with the fucking stairs. You're worried about somebody jumping off the top rope at this point? Like, I get it. I just wish the stair spot didn't happen, or it was behind the ref's back or something. Go one way or the other. No DQ or hide it. Don't do the blatant thing and threaten and, oh, it's the main event. We've got to give leeway. We've got to. That was hard to, get behind. That felt like a botch or something wasn't right. But Punk doesn't miss. Tyrese is right. Halliburton, that motherfucker don't miss. Punk doesn't. Hearing the crowd chant "fuck TKO" after WrestleMania 42 still is hilarious. Cody showing off the eye today. It is super bruised and looks horrible. Yikes.
Yeah.
I don't dispute that. It's not a good look for him at all. You can see it there. Yikes, poor guy.
Oh God.
Some people, look at that. That's the fixed version. But
Oh geez.
no, there it is. Look at that. That is a rough look for Cody. Poor guy has been beaten the shit out of. Yeah. And think about it. He had his eardrum busted at the chamber last time, and then the torn pec. Like, the guy's been whipped.
Man, why
He's
are
been
people
through
talking
it.
about Crown Jewel on Twitter with Cody and Roman?
I know, right? They're just going off right now. It's a little nuts. I don't. That's why I avoid Twitter like the plague. Really, like Cody thinks I'm kidding, but I go I will interact base stuff, but most times you interact with any fandom and these people are just insane. They're angry and everything is miserable. So we'll stream on there and I'll interact with people back and forth best I can, but the rest of it, forget about it. Every fandom is on fire right now. It was so funny to see the Stephanie stands being like, Stephanie was better than Liv. She deserved the win more. And then all the Liv stands were like, don't worry, she did great. And then like making fun of them behind their back. Like, it was really mean girl high school stuff just developing that I was being sent. And I'm like, this is hell. I want to die. I want to die. I don't care. This is my nightmare. So, yeah, I don't care that the Stephanie and Liv fandom was crumbling and not able to coexist.
Hey, Pat McAfee, quit putting your finger in the air, bro. You're out of wrestling. Who cares?
He said his wife even said he's done. Yeah, I don't read tweets during the show. I try to avoid spoilers and things of that nature too. But
he put a tweet up an hour ago with a finger emoji, like acknowledging Roman, and I'm just like, bro.
Funny how that works, right? So great to see him trying so hard to keep it alive, but FTKO is a great thing, with Mania next year. Hopefully they do return back to one night, because what are they going to do? Really, I don't mean it rudely. Like, what are they going to do?
I don't know.
They're either going to have it be all people from the Arabia because they have to, not be able to let any tourism happen, or they relocate, or like, none of it is a good answer. None of it is a good look. None of it is a positive. It feels very short-sighted. It feels unnecessary.
Oh, Bronson Reed wants a piece of Roman. Oh, good Lord. Let's fight Roman.
Bronson Reed does? Is he cleared yet? Is he even back?
Nope. He says, congrats,
there we
dudes.
go.
The way I see it, give me a few months and we still got a rubber match.
Ooh, boy. The tribal chief and the tribal thief going at it.
Yeah.
Got to see what happens there. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them run it back. Because he got the win, right? Didn't he beat Roman?
Well, Roman beat him and then Reed beat Roman at the so they're
yeah.
it's a
So they're
rubber
one. As we
match,
said, rubber match 1-1.
played.
But I couldn't remember if it was definitely 1-1 or not. That was my
An Aussie street fight without any. An Aussie street fight without any boomerangs or kangaroos
Yeah,
or.
that's it. It was the Aussie street fight. Yeah. That's the one.
right. See? You need an Aussie to remember the Aussie. That was the problem.
Wait, what? What? Pat is advertised for SummerSlam. Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, no, I saw that, but what I don't think he's going to be in a wrestling capacity. If it's not commentary, then maybe he's a host.
I don't
With
care.
something
I
with
don't wanna see him at
Minnesota.
all.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him at all.
no one's thrilled about it, but yeah, we'll see what comes of it.
No, the Braves swept the Phillies. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I mean, it yay. I mean,
Yay!
yeah, I'm not thrilled by it by any means, but we'll see what comes of it, and we'll see what happens. So let's see here if I got this right or not. File, apply scene changes, file, close. And when I go to this scene, we should not be able to watch the short I put out earlier today talking about night 1 and preparing for night 2 because my dog Milo was not happy.
Milo, since I'm on an island and I'm the only one that liked WrestleMania Night 1, are you excited for WrestleMania Night 2?
I already saw this one. It's great.
Poor old
WrestleMania.
Liz's cat
How
ate the
can
wrong
they call
treat
it
today.
that when they don't even wrestle anymore? You mean
Yeah, he
Ad
did.
Mania?
Actually,
couldn't bribe me
the
in
problem with
bacon
the
to
problem
watch
with that
that
is he
again.
ate both treats. So
I
I
just
was like,
wanted to
okay,
leave.
whatever.
I
better
see. He
win,
was
bitch.
hedging his bets both ways.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He knew what he was doing, so he knew what he wanted. I bet it's a commentary thing, not hosting. I'm sure, Nate, but we'll hold off on Pat for a bit and see him return, maybe.
I don't want to think about Pat right now.
No, and isn't that sad? Because we wanted him back in the worst way. We were all excited, like, yay, Pat needs to come back on commentary.
I want him
He's
back
so
as a
much-
commentary, not as part of the
Yeah.
Randy Cody bullshit.
No, and there was no need for it either. Like, you could even say, like, oh, Travis Scott, like, they did this and then it failed, but there was a story plan. With this, the story was I make it to Mania as the manager and the voice in Randy's corner/head, but then I'm going to get fucking destroyed and taken out even by Randy. And why didn't he fast count anyways? It made no sense. He should have fast counted the win.
Well,
so.
you know what? There's another thing going around that they're going that you could do Punk. Somebody's putting around Punk versus Cody at Saudi at WrestleMania 43.
Oh, that would just be, oof. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is just not great. Las Vegas still trending as well as Mania. We'll see what else is going on
I'll tell you
there,
one
right?
thing, Rey Mysterio's entrance tonight was crazy. I was not expecting him to pop up out of the stage like he did.
Yeah, getting launched up out of the floor. I loved Drew's entrance last night. That was so cool with the battle entrance and breaking through the door. Jacob had a really cool entrance. Like, a lot of people just had really good stuff yesterday as well. So both nights, great entrances, but tonight especially took the cake. What would probably be your favorite entrance overall? If not the Punk one, I really like Demon Finn Balor. That's my
Well, if you're talking about overall, or if you're talking about tonight,
Both.
I would say, oh God, I still love Cody's entrance, though. It's just something about that entrance.
That
I
was
don't
really
know.
good this year too.
Night
like-
9 was Dom. Dom was mine tonight.
Tonight, demons. I love the demon entrance tonight. That was just so cool.
Yeah. No, Stuart. I mean, I get it, and there was just a lot to pick from with night 2 over night 1. But sadly,
PK,
I mean, the Punk
PK said he
entrance
looked like
was great.
the boogeyman.
So,
he did,
Yeah.
and he's not wrong. Hey, favorite Halloween costume. I agree, Coot. A lot of people are.
I do like the Balor entrance. The
Yeah.
entrance tonight was great.
A lot of people upset with the lack of, you know, the lack of length of matches, and I get that. I'm not trying to sound like, hey, I get it. Hey, I understand. Hey, I get why. But we've gotten it for a while now. This has been what I've been screaming from the rooftops. Tickets are too expensive. The shows aren't worth it. The content isn't worth what we're getting. It's all entrances and commercials and branding, and it's losing wrestling from WrestleMania. Obviously, it's just that they needed to see it this way to really be like, oh, we're screwed. Because I guess everybody thought WrestleMania was immune from the TKO virus, but also I do question.
I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad for Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee. I mean, I didn't get to see his entrance tonight, so I don't even know what it was. So.
No,
he didn't get an entrance. Rusev, Dragon Lee, and Jade didn't get an entrance because they were making way for those fucking Hogan ads.
You know, I never saw. Well, I must. I don't know. I never saw. Well, I was watching on what was it, Disney Plus, ESPN, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We never saw any Hogan ads. We saw all the other ads.
Yeah, we'll be right back. That stuff too. Ridiculous.
Well, what ours did, it popped up. We'll be right back, and then it cut off and went to like 4 minutes of commercials. I was kind of like.
Their
okay.
commercial, yeah. You see this guy too. He was at the table for the main event, Adam Weitzman. He was like some type of paid person to be there. He like paid for this spot, I guess. And he didn't say a single word once during the entire Rhea Jade match.
Oh, I don't know.
So he was there as like a special guest commentator. His headset didn't even have a mic.
I swear to God,
no, it did have a mic. It was on the side. He just didn't lower it down. So apparently he is.
I lost power again tonight for like a second, and I swear to God, I was about ready to go kill my power.
Yeah, well, he went ahead and he just bought a seat. Like this is something he paid for to do.
That's crazy.
Interesting. People are like, he doesn't have a mic. No, the mic just wasn't pulled down at that point. They had it on the side, but. At least from what I saw on the other shot.
I'm gonna call my power company tomorrow. I'm calling my power company tomorrow and asking them why we keep having these random power outages. Because
it's happening.
Like, that's 2 nights in a row that the power's gone out, and I'm like, this is getting old.
They just want to curse you for Mania, just like it seems like Lesnar was cursed because now he is retired. We'll see if that's gonna stick. But final thoughts from you two for WrestleMania Night 2 and thoughts as a whole.
Well, Night 2 was better than Night 1.
Absolutely,
but
that's a fact.
I mean,
that right there is on the board. I mean, yeah.
Match of the whole show, the whole weekend. I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard one.
I mean, this is great.
I mean, I can't. I mean, Punk and Roman was great. Cody and Randy was also. Well, it was great once Pat McAfee got out.
Yeah, thankfully he was out of it very early on. And I mean, Punk was hung upside down and hit with 3 Superman punches.
That was insane. And then he got hit with steel steps.
Michael Cole got the receipts to be able to call little people midgets. Like, what more did we need? It was excellent. Stuart, what are you thinking, sir?
How many of those little guys were there? Because I kept thinking I should go back and count. Were there 7 of them? Because that would be funny.
I think there were 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 7.
Yeah, I just think it's hilarious that I like Wade Barrett. When they were coming out, Wade Barrett was like, "No, get away from me! Shoo,
yes,
get away
from the desk." I mean, Roman even shared a moment with his kids and wife after becoming, the main event winner.
Yeah.
And we saw that, and I'm like, come on, Punk, go slap his wife. No? Damn it.
Yeah, so overall...
I was waiting for Sami, because Sami was watching Trick, hug his parents over there, and I was waiting for Sami. I was like, are you going to get up and do something, Sami, or are you just going to sit there? Okay.
Punk is so good, but I wonder if he's selling here. Look at this. So Roman's in the background winning. This is zoomed in. But just as Roman's heading to hold up the belt, you see Punk stand up and then he passes out again. Like, just whoop. falls
yeah.
right over. Whoop, done for. Like, and they start to check on him. Like, is he selling or is he fucking
I'll
dead?
tell
Because
you
he
one
might be
thing, Punk
dead. He was
Punk was like,
exhausted.
that match went for like almost 35 minutes, so that's a long,
And it was, I mean, it was pretty demanding and crazy. But now Roman wins another WrestleMania. Night 2 came to an
Whoa.
end. Stuart, what are you thinking, my friend? Anything that stands out to you overall?
Yeah, look, I still think my favourite match of the whole weekend was the Rollins Gunther match. The tonight's main event was pretty good, and last night's was too, but spoiled by all the shenanigans. But yeah, overall, I think for the 2 nights, I'm going to rate it an 8. Tonight, I'm going to change my rating for tonight too. I said 7.5, I'll go 8. So, but overall, 8 for the whole weekend.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's about an 8 for me all week. 8, yeah. I agree with that. I'll go.
I could see an 8 for the weekend, 8.5 tonight, and like a 6.5 in that range for last night.
CM Punk is 47 years old.
Yeah. I mean, he's up there, but he's not ancient. And
Well, I was just letting everybody know. Somebody in the chat said he's like 52 years old. I'm like, no, he's 47.
he's 47, and Roman's what, 43? So
I don't know. He's somewhere up there.
I love all the people that were shitting on Paige, being like, oh my God, she's ancient. How could she be here? This is ridiculous. And she's 33. Literally.
Roman's 40. Roman is 40 years old.
He's 40?
Yes.
Are you sure Punk is 40?
Really?
I just wikied it. It's 47.
Yeah, I believe you. At 47, October 26, 78. Yeah, it's just sometimes, depending on the source, it lies nowadays. So, lot of
Roman turns
unfortunate.
41 in May.
Okay.
Is Rhea something like 29 or 30?
Yeah, in that range too. She's over 30, I believe, now.
Yeah.
But still, it's not a huge gap by any
Rhea's
means.
29. She'll be 30 in October.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, she's ancient." You look at Bailey's 36, Nikki's 42, Io's 36, Becky's 39, Charlotte's 40, the EST Bianca's 37, Alexa's 34, and then Paige over here by her lonesome 33. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
See, so. But I saw people shitting all over her and being called old in a nostalgia act, as Spaz pointed out. And I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. People are ridiculous. People are ridiculous. Yeah, overall, I feel like an 8 is a very, very fair, fun, and spot-on rating. I'm still shocked it ended as early as it did. But we've gone
Cody's
through
only
it.
40. Cody's only 40. Cody's
and
40
he wants
years
to
old
be
too.
done in a few years. He said he's going to be done with wrestling. What? He said, what, 2 more, 5 years,
No, I
2
think he
years
said 5
ago?
years. I
Yeah.
think he said 5 years.
So he had 45 and then done?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we'll see what we get of it. Yeah, we went through.
Old wrestlers never die. They just end up on international independent shows.
Exactly,
Yeah,
like
Cody
Mick
turns
Foley.
40. Yeah, he turns 41. Yeah, 41 in June. His birthday.
We've actually got an independent show next month that's got Karrion Kross, Dolph Ziggler, Matt Riddle, the Good Brothers, and I can't remember who else it was. It was
GCW?
someone else. No, it's called WSW.
Okay, because there's quite a bit of like that circuit is being used in a lot of indies right now. Like they've got Nick Namath, as you mentioned, the Good Brothers, Shotzi, Cross and Scarlett.
Speaking of wrestling
Dakota
shows,
Kai,
MLW
known as Charlie.
MLW is doing a show here.
See? So all over the place. Chelsea Green shared her injury update and sad she had to miss out on Mania. I know that sucks, but Roman did say he's done with part-time.
MLW is coming here on the 9th of May, which is the same night as Backlash. So
see? So that's interesting. And as we said, Punk
Karrion
had all
Kross is going to
the.
be here. Apparently, let's see, Karrion Kross, the Good Brothers, Austin Aries,
Baron
Matt
Corbin's on that
Riddle.
show as well.
Oh, see. Bo Luders, guitarist and co-founder of the Chicago-based hardcore metal band Harm's Way, has died. His bandmates announced recently. This was April 6, 2026. So just recently he passed away, and that's who had Punk's name. He had his name on the front of his jacket.
Yeah.
So really nice tribute there. The
All the
FTKO
names on
chants
Punk's
are
jacket
funny.
were former or people that used to work in the WWE that passed
Yeah,
away.
director and content officer or whatever. Yeah, there was a few of them. We got the FTKO chants.
Question for you.
And they had Harley Race
said
on
on
the
the
back of his jacket.
Yeah, Harley Race is that was on the back. Yeah.
Yep. That was a really cool touch, and obviously had Larry on there too. So really nice all the way, all the references as well that he had in there. Puerto Rican flag for AJ Lee, Chicago flag, the Harley Race on his back, and like you said, they had Kerwin Silfies, Jim Shank, and Davey Coates. They all played key roles in the company, so really cool that he did all of that, and that's why he had like that little moment of silence. That's why you got a manic, rabid fan base. But Cody's out indefinitely with that serious eye injury, so that sucks. I had to wear an eye patch for a while. It
kind of sucks because I was kind of like, God damn it! I mean, the guy, he gets fucking
hurt all the time. He has to go through
all the crazy shenanigan bullshit, and then he gets,
Yep.
punted.
It's legit, though. All the people being like, oh, it was makeup. How do you apply makeup in the ring in front of everybody in seconds?
Yeah, exactly.
Could it be that bad that he has to relinquish the belt for a while?
I hope not. And do you see as well, speaking of belt, Nikki is acting like the tag titles is hers. And I don't know if it's a story or she's just that naive to her own narcissistic ways. But she's gone ahead and like Paige is sitting there talking with the belt, and she grabs the belt off her shoulder and holds it, and she's like, like smiling and rubbing it and stuff. But like she's like, yeah, I'll be back in like 6 to 8 weeks and like all this stuff. But it's like, you're not the champ, girl. I hope they turn it into a storyline, but bad. Just fucking bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
As soon as Paige came out and they won the tag belts, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what happens if Nikki gets healthy again? What are they going to do there?
Yeah, I mean, the original plan revealed today on Wrestling Observer was the Bella Twins were winning the world tag titles. No shit. It seemed like that was the case, but I think that was everybody's initial prediction until everything came to be with, the stuff with her. So, fans were fighting in the crowd, and something happened with Bayley. Let's try and check this. I'm trying to see any bit of news. Said there was a fan fight in the crowd at WrestleMania. Bayley was walking through, and then there was fans fighting, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really see anything I watch on Instagram, but it was very...
and the rumor is that George Kittle's still down there at the stadium. Yeah.
He's there getting shitty. He knows it. Weird. Yeah, Bayley, like you said, arguing and yelling at some guy in the crowd, but you can't really see or catch much with it. They were arresting the people taking chairs that, it didn't belong to them. But, it's people that are flying back and can't take the chairs with them and stuff, and they left them there. If they wanted them, they would walk out with them. They left them there. You're really going to go ahead and give people that much of a hard time and arrest them over a chair? A chair? That's what you're arresting them for? Come on. Bullshit. Yeah, Bree's going to take out Paige. It could happen. It could. Well, chat, thank you so much for being here with us for every bit of content over WrestleMania. Check out the latest with Pyro Wrestling Live. We'll be back tomorrow with more Pyro content. And I thank Stuart and Liz for being here. Thank you so much to everybody that's donated. And look at this. I wanted to check in. We did it WrestleMania weekend. It just refreshed, just ticked up and hit 27 7,000 subscribers. So like I said, we started this weekend with 24. Holy fuck, but thank you all. Cheers with my apple juice. Thank you all so much for that. And I cannot say that enough. Holy hell. Thank you all.
Can you send some of those people to my streams and give me some
I hope
followers?
so. They
Oh,
need to be checking out Liz's content and all the friends of the show in the description box down below. That's right. Down where? Down there. You can go ahead
Down
and
there.
see Spaz, Cody, Liz, and all the friends of the show. You can check out Bay Mountain Ag for all your CBD needs. Check out all the savings, sponsored ads, and everybody else in the description box down below. But thank you both for joining in the conversation for Mania. Thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you to those of you supplying with the super chats and becoming members and just subscribing. Thank you to Paul, and thank you to Shell for becoming a member again. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much for that. And hopefully.
Wait, did Roman come out? Roman came out to his old song, right?
Yeah,
Tonight?
he did.
Ugh.
Look at that. My time traveling lawyer keeping it sexy.
The opera lady.
You better feel sexy. Congrats.
I thought we were
Thank
going to
you,
get
Nate.
an opera.
Right. YouTube's giving me an ad with the stream. So, hey, bad YouTube. Stop that. But it still says excellent. Look at that. Oh, man, we got to use up the pyro budget. I'm telling you. But I will say thank you all for a very amazing WrestleMania 42 weekend. I'm giving it an 8.5 for night 2, but an 8 overall for WrestleMania. Night 1, it wasn't the greatest. No, it was a little bit of a letdown, sure, but could have been. It was not WrestleMania 27. It was not WrestleMania 11. It was not WrestleMania 9. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't WrestleMania 34. It was still entertaining. It's not memorable. The biggest crime is that it doesn't really have anything that makes it feel like you're going to look back and be like, maybe you'll watch the Brock match again. 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but you're going to watch the Roman match again? Probably not. You'll watch highlights.
No.
And that's the thing. Right,
Big
Liz?
happy birthday to Jeremy, too. I forgot to say happy birthday to him.
Yes, again, the birthday boy. Happy birthday again, Jeremy. You get
Wait,
the
when
whole
was
birthday
Jeremy's
weekend.
birthday?
Yesterday was his official birthday, so.
I had a friend over here. Tonight. His birthday was also yesterday.
Look at that. So happy birthday to him as well. We got birthdays all over the place. Love to see it. Happy birthday to everybody. And happy birthday again, Jer. I hope you had a great one yesterday celebrating with us in person. And I hope you had a great time watching Mania tonight and checking out the review. Thank you to those of you in the chat. Everybody stay sexy. Have a great night. And I think we need to go ahead and let's hit the pyro one more time. It's WrestleMania.
We're going into somewhere.
Blow it up.
Call the kickouts, count
Never
the
have enough pyro.
cost. Cheer the gods, boo the boss. From the couch to the air. Yeah, we're
Going into somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, and those of appropriate ages, welcome to the Into Somewhere WrestleMania 42 Vegas Part 2 review. Now, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Red light on, we're rolling cold, open in a cheap desk chair. Jake's got notes stacked so high they're falling everywhere. 2 nights booked, whole strip buzz